everybody, Josh here at Southern Michigan RV Superstore. Coming in behind us just under 6,100 pounds dry weight before cargo. Make sure you always leave your cargo space there, which is why we put the specs on the screen over here so you can take time to look at those. By the way, you can always pause the screen or check down the video description where we have those written, so if you need more time to review those, you can do that. This video, any video, always an option. Anyway, this is what I call kind of a double kitchen. You've got a awesome big inside kitchen, then you got a cool little camp kitchen outside, and wide stance axles for nice towing. This is something that I think would make a really nice model for moving around with a half ton, but like you want to spend some extended time when you get there. Rear kitchens are really good for it. It's a weirdly portable, park-friendly travel trailer. I don't even want to tell you how long it took me to find the light switch in this thing and where it ended up being, but I'm gonna. So I walk in, I see this this door over here, and I'm like, okay, light switch right over here on the wall. Of course, the sun's, washing out. I'm like, cool, I flick that. That activates like a hallway light switch here, but not the main ceiling cabin light. So like, I'm looking up here, I'm opening doors, I'm like looking at the lights. There's no clickerator on the lights, which is a technical term, by the way. I'm like, oh wait, Keystone does this all the time. They hide the switches like behind the doors, but there's no switches. I'm like, there's no light switch for this thing. Where could it be? And I mean, truly, where could it be? Where could a light switch possibly hide from a 13-year veteran of the RV industry who's been in this very floor plan before? Where could it possibly be, I wonder? And this is the reason my wife goes, how do you not see the dishes in the sink need put away? It's not rock. I just don't see them. I'm so sorry. But enough about my life. Anyway, that vaulted ceiling and this floor plan come together to make this thing look and feel huge. This is a very common floor plan in the RV industry. You see it done to death in stick and tin trailers. Catalina's got a bunch of rear kitchens. Salem and Wildwood, J-Flight, Cherokee, they all kill with this floor plan, but they're not laminated. There's a lot of people who are looking for a floor plan like this, like, man, do you have an aluminum frame? Do you have it laminated? And those brands don't tend to make that. And it's weird to me. I've never seen this floor plan be very common among laminated brands, and I don't get it, because this is a banging floor plan. It makes tons of sense to me. Since we're in a Premier Series bullet, you've got these slide side breeze windows, and maybe it's not flashy or fancy, but it is incredibly effective, and I really like it. The table actually brackets against the wall, and it has a single drop leg. And the reason I love that is because the table is lightweight. It can still fold down into a sleeper if need be, and it's secured to the wall. So if you like push down on the table to stand yourself up, the table is locked in place. It's not gonna go anywhere. The little blue car pine tree there. When I was in high school, first band I was ever in, we were called Rear View Pine Tree. I tell you what, we were terrible, but boy did I have a lot of fun. We were horrible at making music, which is ironic because we were all band kids from the same high school, but we decided not to play the same instruments that we play in band in our band, so figure that out. Anyway, neither here nor there. This is one of the reasons I love rear kitchens. It's a very social seating arrangement. That person, they're focused over here. Now, they can turn toward the entertainment center, but everybody knows if you have friends and family over, where does the party end? It ends in the kitchen where the food and the drinks are. Every single time. The party always ends in the kitchen. But what's kind of cool about this one is the kitchen sort of extends all the way over here above the seating space. Cracking that open, giving you a little bit of a look around. I love all the door side window coverage on this as well, but also take note of how much countertop prep space is in this thing. And in case you're wondering, that is a gas and electric two-way refrigerator freezer. So if you're going to do a little bit of boondocking, it's a little bit more of a power-effective fridge. Although, that being said, this camper in its current state isn't really outfitted for solar. That is something that has only recently kind of come into the industry, ironically. all Keystones now have at least some base solar package. And I just spotted something. I hope you appreciate that I will show you the good with the bad. This nice piece of trim crown molding here looks like a couple staples popped. I'm going to make our management team aware of that to see if we can get a guy out here to get that tacked back up in place. It doesn't appear that it's a result of water damage or anything. Everything looks solid. It just looks like a couple staples wiggle-jiggled down the road. I don't love that that's there, but I'm also not going to lie about it, and I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I see when I see it. That sofa, by the way, is a trifold sleeper, so if you are going to have some guests over, you have a nice adult-sized sleeper instead of just the little dinette, which is good for, I don't know, maybe a Doberman. But you look at this, and you say, the entertainment center sucks. The entertainment center is a 90-degree neck wrecker. From the sofa, sure, but also remember, the TV pivots. And these are free-floating rocking chairs. They're not recliners, but if you want to twist one of those to face the television, you can do that too. Another thing I really like about this floor plan, though, is the cross-breeze ventilation action you get across all of the seating. And once again, especially considering over here in the kitchen, you get the Sir Mix-a-Lot double up viewing window situation here, which is actually kind of cool. Because right outside of there is a little outdoor camp kitchen. You can crack that window open, and you can kind of communicate and coordinate like, hey, you know, how close is everything to being done and ready? Here's a little pro tip for you, by the way. On these frameless windows, you can tie drawstring shades like you find in this kitchen to those handles. Although these folks added a command strip hook there. I don't think that was actually for the window shade strings, but I actually kind of like using it for that. And in case you're wondering why they have pleated shades over there, but metallic mini blinds here in the kitchen, it's for fire code reasons. They have to do that when they're within so many feet of a fire source, like, you know, a stovetop. Maybe it's just because I've skipped breakfast, but now I just want stovetop stuffing. Stovetop stuffing is the best stuffing. Fight me. No, I'm not just saying that because I'm like gunning for a stovetop stuffing sponsorship or something, but Hey Siri, remind me to call stovetop stuffing about a sponsorship. Now, one of the cool things about this one is the bathroom is right across from the entry. So this is, you know, bedroom, bathroom, travel accessible very easily. I will get the slide closed before we step back outside and show you how she looks in road mode, as it were. But long story short, you're gonna lose a chunk of the kitchen when that happens. Thankfully, this one has a vaulted ceiling. Like, it's a 6.5-foot sidewall, but it's about a 6-inch vaulted ceiling. You can kind of get a look at that right there. Like, above that bathroom door, you can see how, you know, the sliding door hardware is flat, but then the ceiling vaults up. It gives you nice headroom. That being said, the bathroom does feel a little bit lacking in storage. Good legroom here. Again, they added a little command hook, but like it needs something maybe for a towel bar. Like the Drunken Octopus, it's not even a fight club. It's just a single drunken octopus looking for a fight over here on the back of the door is better than nothing, but a little more wouldn't hurt. I love those magnet holdbacks though on bedroom doors. Montana does that a lot. They always work really well. This is probably an even better area to get to see the vault on the ceiling. That bedroom trim they have there works very well for that. Now, if I step here into the bedroom a little bit, I love the large windows they put in these. And they did something here from the factory a lot of people do aftermarket. They get some kind of like dark blackout curtain. So if you really want to blot the sun out in here, you can. Small TV here on the bedroom wall, but at the same time, I don't know that it could have been much bigger. I don't know that it also necessarily needs to be much bigger, considering it's basically, you know, from nose to toes away from you. It's not too far away. And with this being a Premier Series bullet, that means that this is a 60 by 80 True Queen, not a Camp Queen. You know, so you can replace the mattress easily, get sheets that actually fit it. Simple, easy, just like camping's supposed to be. And as promised, a look in road mode with the slide closed here. This is unfortunately very common with the rear kitchen. The dinette and the nice big kitchen countertop, they just come right on top of one another, and you're effectively cutting off the kitchen space on this one. That being said, now that we know where the master control panel is on this one, this is a cable-driven slide system. One of the benefits of this, just like a rack and pinion slide, is that if you want to nudge it just a little bit, you can actually slide through here. You're not going to damage anything. You shouldn't really occupy and use the slide when it's only partially deployed. But you can't, like, if you need to make a stop just to get a sandwich or something, chances are you can still stay within your own parking space, especially if you're at a big, like, truck and trailer, stop, and get back here to make a sandwich, to wash your hands, do something like that, and then hit the road again. I feel like shaking it up a little bit today. Let's actually start from the back here, because we have that really sweet outside camp kitchen, and they did a good job on this one. But something I'm trying to be more cognizant of sharing with people, if you're like, I don't care about this, can I just get the storage, please? Yeah, absolutely you can. This is just a drawer. You could slide that out. Obviously, you need to disconnect the sink. And that fridge could be dismounted if you are so inclined. And these folks, man, They did something, like, they traveled and they got their little memorabilias, but they did something here I kind of recommend. They put the stickers on the inside of the baggage door, because when you close it all up, it still just looks nice and clean, basically. Now, I noticed something interesting here. There's a single magnet holdback for that outside kitchen baggage door. But I see, I'm guessing maybe that baggage door dropped on them at some point, because they added, it looks like, a black plastic holdback. I don't think that was originally there from the factory when I look at this. Now, I also think they originally meant to install that over here, and then it got moved. I don't think they ever actually installed it here, because I think they found that they were conflicting with the existing magnet mount. I'm not sure. I'm just theorizing on that. I didn't get any information on that. I will tell you something I don't like on this trailer, because I like to tell you both sides, the good and the bad. I don't like where the outside speakers are located, but at the same time, it also doesn't bother me all that much, because I just wouldn't use them. I would just bring a little portable Bluetooth speaker, and I'd rock out to that sucker, because I can have better sounding music localized, like down at picnic table or picnic chair level, and I have to blow the neighbors away, because I grew up listening to like 90s grunge, and I love it. Oh, I love it, but it's trash. I don't expect someone else to listen to it. I start cranking out some Nirvana or something like that, and I can hear someone being like, what is this guy? Oh my gosh, this guy. Turn that off. Anyway, wide stance stability axles. Why does that matter? They are basically helping you cheat the wheelbase. And what that means is the trailer will feel and tow like it's shorter than it actually is. And that means that the trailer is less likely to bounce, wiggle, and sway when you're traveling, which is, obviously really good. More stability, adding more safety. And I just ran right into the back of a trailer behind me. Sorry if the camera lurched right there. Power awning, power tongue jack, manual corner jacks, which I kind of like because they actually hold more weight than power jacks. But look how they added those JT strong arm stabilizers to those things. If you've never used those, you don't realize they get the job done. They take so much of the herky wiggle jiggle out of the RV, it's not even funny. Forgot to open that baggage door. You see the grill, which actually attaches to that rear bumper mounted swing out bracket. If you back the video up, there's like a black thing hanging off of the bumper, and you might be like, what the heck was that? Well, that was the grill. Those are slam latches. That doesn't mean you have to kablammy slam them every time. It is nice for your neighbors to kind of just, close them and just compress them, push them with your hands, especially in the evening hours. I try to be respectful of that. If it's evening hours and I'm camping, I try not to do things like drop baggage doors. But I do one of those things where if I like trip over something or drop something and I make a bunch of noise when I'm trying to be quiet, I also start following that up with going, oh shoot, oh gosh, dang, oh no. And I think, because in my head I'm like, why am I making extra noise? But I think what I'm actually doing is like, I'm trying to tell somebody else, that wasn't on purpose. I'm trying to be respectful of the fact that you're trying to sleep right now, but I'm trying to do it in a way that seems appropriate. Am I the only one? Anybody else do that when you make noise when you're supposed to be quiet instead of just shutting up and just finishing what you were doing? Do you sit there going, oh, gee, anyway, just me. Something I noticed here, bedroom, bathroom, and back here over the kitchen you got those handy dandy Camco vent covers. Now you saw how that underbelly was enclosed. It is also forced air heated. This has a 30,000 BTU furnace, which is pretty darn good for an ultralight. Until you get up into the steps above this, like your premium level trailers, like Cougars, Outbacks, and then of course a lot of your big fifth wheels. You don't tend to get anything much larger. And I'm happy with the exterior condition of this. It looks really good from here. One important thing I want to tell you though is it's not a walkable roof. But here's what that means. When people start hearing non-walkable, what I think they hear a lot of times in their head is, it's garbage! But I don't really think that's the case here. It's not that it doesn't have any roof decking, it just has a thinner roof decking, and when you're up there doing service work, you really want to make sure you're putting your feet on the trusses that are about every 16 inches on center. So structurally, it has the same structure as something that has a walkable roof, it just has a thinner decking, which is one of the ways they're saving a chunk of weight on these. Now, bullets in today's market actually do have a walkable roof. That changed around 2020, something like that. And it's completely unrelated to the fact that today's bullets have things like power stabilizer jacks. But the same time they went to a walkable roof, they also went to power stabilizer jacks. So that's actually a really handy way for people at home to be able to look at one of these and tell, does it not have a walkable roof? Little tip from your Uncle Josh with years of experience here. We carried Bullet's sister brand, the Passport here, and they did the same thing at the same time in regards to roof and power jacks. So what you want to do here is, when you're doing your service work, like checking your seals, you want to be on your hands and knees. But if you're going to be working on seals, you're going to be on your hands and knees anyway, right? That's kind of the idea behind it. I get that some people are like, if it doesn't have that thing, I don't want to do it. Totally get it. That's why I went out of my way to talk about it. Because it's not something that's going to benefit us. It's not something that's going to help this RV sell, but it is the kind of information I think you deserve to know. It's the kind of information we're going to make sure you get. So thank you for tuning in and joining us today, folks. Any questions you have, leave me, or just if you like something, feel free to leave me a comment or anything like that. If you appreciate what we do here for you, if you're already a subscriber, hit that like button. If you're not, well, also hit the subscribe button. Join us on the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, have fun. Happy camping, everyone. Hey, Jeff.